Spring. Have you noticed all the bluebonnet fields popping up along the roadways and the Dallas Arboretum in full bloom as well? You know, warmer weather fashions are springing up too. Here's a question though, is your skin ready to go sleeveless? Wear those shorts, maybe even a swimsuit? Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Medical is here this morning to help us get tightened up for spring and summer fashions. Good to see you.
Good morning.
All right, I want to know, why is it so much harder for our skin to look better in summer fashions, whether it's because we're aging or, you know, gaining and then losing weight?
Well, we can kind of use these kids' toys to kind of illustrate what's happening as our skin ages.
Okay.
Because the support structure of our skin is made up of proteins called collagen and elastin, and you can kind of think of those as the girders that our skin is built on. So when we're young, it's very well organized and very dense. There's a lot of it. So our skin, if you think of the skin lying here on the top, it's real smooth. It doesn't sag. It can take abuse. As we age, unfortunately, the collagen gets longer, it gets less organized, and there's just physically less of it. So our skin can sag, it moves around, it can wrinkle, and that's really what's causing is that loss of collagen underneath the surface.
That's a great illustration right there. Let's talk about treatments to maybe rejuvenate that collagen.
Well, up until a few years ago, we didn't know. About 15 years ago, a process called collagen rejuvenation has become more and more effective. And all of these techniques use energy, and what we do is we apply energy to the collagen, which heats it, and so the first thing that happens is it shrinks. And as it shrinks, we get more compact. It's not quite as good as the original, but it's more compact and it's tighter to begin with. So we see a lot of these technologies, you see an immediate response. But then over time, what happens in response to the heating is our body adds in new collagen. It becomes more organized. So we see some immediate tightening, and then we see tightening that occurs over 6 to 12 months afterwards.
All right, what kind of devices are best for these kind of treatments?
Well, there's a lot of them out there. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. But over the last 4 or 5 years, there have been 2 technologies that have really come to the front. One is called radio frequency, which uses radio frequency energy to do this process, and the other is focused ultrasound. Focused ultrasound works well in the face, but there aren't any protocols for it off the face. So radio frequency is probably the leader in this area right now.
Good to know. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. So let's take a look at some before and after pictures, starting with the arms.
We use the radio frequency device called Thermage, which is probably the best researched and most practiced. And as you can see, before and after, Thermage makes a really nice difference, not only in the tightness, but also in the texture of the skin. Real improvement in the crepiness and that kind of thing.
What about the stomach?
Stomach is, I think, the most impressive results with Thermage. You see folks, this is an 80-year-old patient we had that just dramatic improvement in the texture and in the tightening. So I think stomach's the most impressive.
A huge difference. All right, the thighs are next.
Thighs, a lot of what we call cellulite is really loose skin as well, and it really makes a huge difference on the thighs. On the front of the thighs is one of my favorite areas to consult people on Thermage, because there's not a technology that can touch it. It's easily the best technology out there for helping the front of the thighs.
Really quickly, I want to show before and after the face and eyes.
Face and eyes are where these things really were first developed and are well advanced in their ability to work, and it makes a real difference taking years off the face.
We love it. Dr. Bill, good to see you, as always. All right, you can learn more by logging on to innovationsmedical.com. You can also see more detailed segments on Dr. J off air on the website or on YouTube. So to set up your free consultation in Dallas, that number is 214-420-7970, or if you're in Fort Worth, that number is 817-744-7901. We'll be right back after this.